Logan, how do you feel, man? With your high calm and your... Yo, guys, that's one. He's very, very sad, but you can return like a cheese, man. Ja, ze is fit. Wat heb je in elkaar with you again?
Ah, ik ga het proberen.
Yeah, she's finally making the car CL, no?
Ja, toch.
It was fun driving on a... What, the Mauriceburg number plate, no?
Ja,
But, Fred, unfortunately didn't get the best of plate, you know?
That is old plate, man. Fred, that is old plate, the other white car.
Yo, they don't know about the old plate, yeah.
Daar gaat hij.
The white car was registered as 48-048. No, sorry.
45, yeah. And look at this number, yeah. Super bad.
Jim zei maar, ja.
Nou, dit is man.
Yo, 23469. Nah, but he likes this. Ja, is een beetje acetone. Can you use acetone?
Should have been 5.
Just remove some glue. So, Fred is busy making his car while Stellenbosch registered. And we're gonna do some LEDs on Teegan's car.
Het zijn ook goed gedaan, maar je doet dan doen.
Wat nou goed?
Wat nou goed?
Hoe is het donkerbril?
Veel van die man.
Ja, super excited to see this car registered in a CL number plate. And one of you guys actually asked us, why do we register our cars CL? Why do we change all our cars to CL?
CL brings the price up.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Wow, Teegan! Wow, now because we live in Stellenbosch and the Stellenbosch region of the area, the registration is starts with CL. So like Cape Town you get like CA, Cold River CF.
But we're starting a trend here, CL stock.
Oh wow!
Ja, maar is CL stock, ik denk zo zien zij.
No, CL stock.
CL stock.
We all have CL stock.
Weet je die two stock zien ze? We have stock one, this zien ze. And we have stock like
Ja.
Yes, like that one outside, it's CL stock.
Ja.
The daily is CL stock. Stock.
That's stock. Beef stock.
What is that?
Oh. Een beetje potent.
Die jump die bro. Die jongen bro. Beetje tough, I think that's alright man. As long as the wheels is a bit hanging. So, we're gonna start today with, I think they call it city lights, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm not sure what it is.
It's like a stay-on light for the indicators. So, I think they call it the city lights. So technically what it means is, whenever you put on your parks, the indicator lights also go on. But what we're gonna do today, we're gonna put a bulb. This is like a single connector bulb right here. So we're gonna put a dual connector bulb in right here, which is also orange. So meaning when Teegan actually puts on his sparks, it's orange here. This bulb will be on, and his spark will be on. But once he actually switch on his indicator or his hazards, it will actually just go brighter. It won't go off and on. It will just stay on, but it will just go brighter and then dimmer and brighter and dimmer the whole time. So that's technically what we're doing. If you guys would like to purchase this, you guys can head over to Mr. Lee's Automotive Hub. That's where Teegan purchased it. His link will be in the description down below. His his complete Facebook name will be on the screen as well. So head over to him if you guys would like to get that for your vehicle as well. It's not specifically just based for Hondas. It's based for other vehicles as well. So you just need to I have a tester which I always use, and some insulation tape or some heat trap, and you should be good to go. I'll film the whole time lapse or the whole process on a time lapse. And once we're done here, we're gonna move on to some fun interior lights as well.
Inside, yeah.
perfect.
Perfect. But I always wanted that because of the color. You
Yeah,
know?
tell
It
me.
complements the color, seems like.
What's this now?
The indicators.
Oh wait, I thought you were talking about the interior lights.
Nah, interior lights is for the...
For the gears.
I just wanted it, man.
But yeah, so unfortunately one thing I want to really mention to you guys is that these tandem bulbs are not made in the double contact bulb. So unfortunately Teegan will have to remove this. I'm sure we'll keep it for a future call or something like that. But
For a show, I would put it in again.
Yeah.
For a show, yeah,
but like for now, obviously the stay-ons will obviously do the trick. You can't leave your stay-ons like on the whole time by the show. That's gonna be a bit tough.
But I like the look of
The stay-ons look nice, bro. It's like the only thing is like I would have liked the stay-ons, no? But the problem is, no, if I want stay-ons, I want to put a dual connector on all the bulbs around the car. So meaning on the fender lights and on the rear. So that would actually make it completely just in the sense of like when you put on the stay-ons and it's on all around, not just in front. That was my thing, but we can always like utilize or like try to make like a way for that in the future. A lot of people do that, just to mention it. So a lot of people actually do it with the current wiring in the car without converting to a double connector bulb. So your Raffas was barking echt, bruh. So technically what they just do something with the wiring and a switch and another power wire, but that actually burns out the wire because the wire gets so hot that it actually burns out. I apologize for the dog barking. We are literally in the middle of the night and I think he's seeing another dog.
My dogs do that too.
Yo, but for me when I'm busy vlogging they go on that. But let's get started straight away with a nice time lapse.
Not, bro. Subtle flex, eh? Yes, eh?
Oh shit.
Snap.
Je break je camera.
We are literally done with our installation, and luckily for me, because well, Teegan is obviously going to use this connector at some point as well. Well, it's really difficult to see. Let me just get. There we go. So here we have the new connector on right here for the double contact bulb, and here we have the connector for the single contact bulb, which is the original contact unit for the indicator bulbs. So what's currently happening is that I'm not entirely sure what this bulb do this. I know I think there's like a converter something for it to slow it down, but once Teegan put on his sparks, light is perfectly fine, but as soon as he puts on his well, indicator, it blinks very fast. Just show them quickly, Teegan. So put your sparks on quickly. See, there's the sparks on. Put the indicators on. You see there, it blinks very fast and it shouldn't blink that fast. So Teegan, just maybe put the other side on quickly, the indicator. You see how slow it should actually go. So what we are actually going to do, so I'm just gonna fit in the original bulb in this once again, and I'm gonna show you guys that well, the indicator actually blinks very normal. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna fit the original indicator bulb in here. Luckily Teegan still has his original set, so I'm just gonna use the VTEC set hanging right there. Put it in here and we're gonna tape it closed so we can let it hang underneath the fender liner, so it won't really like show any like lighting, but it will actually still slow down like the intervals of the indicator. So I'm gonna show you guys exactly what I mean with that. Show them quickly there. So we have the bulb in. So put the box on quickly. You can see the box on. This light is not on. It also put the indicator on. There you guys can see it's normal now. So with this bulb in, and as soon as I remove this bulb, I leave the indicator on quickly. You see, as soon as I remove this bulb, and I put it in, normal. So what we're gonna do, we're just gonna put some insulation over this bulb. It's obviously not recommended because this bulb actually distributes heat. So yeah. I don't think it's the right way to do it, but it will work for now. So definitely, maybe someone can comment down below what do you guys think a solution could be to this problem we're having at the current time. We just finished with the city lights. We're moving on to the interior lights. So Teegan actually bought these interior lights as well. So you get these in. Second?
Just for the us.
You just bought it for the us, yeah. So this is the exact same lights I have in my car. So you got some nice double-sided sticky tape on both sides. Or on actually. Oh wait, it's interior lights, but like for like the strips. Oh wait, like when you. Nah, that's different strips. That's like strippers, like at the club. So what you can do, you can actually like use one strip on each seat. So make example, one here, one there, one here, and one on the other side. But in our current situation, we're gonna use two, for the driver's side and two for the passenger side. So it's actually brighter just in front. Don't really need that much lighting at the back. But with my car, I actually put mine on the ignition. So whenever the ignition is on, or when I'm driving, I can let it switch it on and off with the remote. With Teegan's car on the other hand, what I'm going to do is that I'm gonna actually install it on his. I'm gonna try to attempt to install it on his lights for his interior light right there. So once he actually puts it off, it's off. Once he puts it on, it's on. I think it's gonna be more difficult than that. Nah, I think it's gonna be more intense than that. Yo, bruh, I think I'm gonna have to figure some stuff out, but I think I will be able to figure it out. I think so. So we're gonna see what we can do. So hopefully once the remote activates this unit right here, the lights will go on. So make sure if you can close the door, the interior lights will be on here on the floor. No, it will be off. So once he opens the door, it will go on. And make example, if he puts on the interior light, it should go on as well. And if he gets fed up with it, you can just switch it off on the remote, and it still works. Well, normal, I guess, right? It won't work at all with the interior light. Once I'm tired, man, it's difficult to explain, but it's so difficult to explain. But we're gonna try and meet this out real quick, and we can check if it works properly before we actually continue. Because otherwise, we'll have to put it on ignition.
Yeah, like yours, but that.
It's all right, man. What do?
That's alright.
You want to say? Explain me what you want to do.
Bro, I want the thing for my simulator.
For what, man, yo?
I want the thing for my simulator.
That's come on, the original klein kay.
Oh, yeah, of een klein kay.
Sipje pinto.
Bin it like become.
2 hours later.
Just a young update for you guys. It is 1:30 in the morning. We're still busy with the car, but so the main issue I had with the whole car that I didn't know that the door switches with the interior light works as an earth, not a power. So we eventually got it all sorted. So when we connected up the lights onto the switches of the doors, it only worked when the doors are open. So even though you switch off the light in the interior, it still just stayed on if the doors were open. If you close the door, it goes off. So what me and Teegan actually did was, because it's working with the earthing system, so technically when you close the door, it technically disconnects the earth. If you open the door, it actually connects the earth, so it completes the circuit. So what me and Teegan actually initially did, we added a switch, a earth switch. So it's still connected to the doors earth, so it will still work with the doors. But if the doors are closed, the lights or the interior lights that we installed will be off. But then Teegan just flip on the switch that also completes the earth circuit. Then he can still use the remote while driving and have the interior lights on while driving. So when the doors are closed, he can use it. When the doors are open, he can use it. So it's actually a very nice cheat, I guess. I didn't have all this knowledge when installing mine, but I'm definitely going to be doing this on mine, and I would definitely recommend you doing it as well. So now when you do actually buy this specific interior light kit, I would definitely recommend maybe just buying like a normal like toggle switch, like literally just like a switch like this, like a on and off switch, like that's literally about it. So it's literally just like earthing your interior lights. So technically what's a nice summary of everything is that there's constant power on the unit, meaning there's constant power to the interior light as well. With a key, without the key, doesn't matter, there's constant power to that unit. But once it gets an earth connection, it goes on. So meaning once the door opens up, there's an earth connection, it goes on. Doors close, earth connection removed, circuit is not complete, it goes off. Put the toggle switch on, earth circuit is complete, and lights are on once again. Switch it off, then it's connected to the doors as well. And obviously, like once the doors are open and you don't really want the lights to be on, you just switch it off with the remote. It's literally easy as like that. So you always have, or you technically always in control of the lights. Like you can always switch it off with the remote. You can have it on with the doors going open. You can have it on with the doors being closed while driving. Like this way you have like control of the lights, which I feel like it's actually quite amazing. But enough explaining, I'm going to show you guys real quick. Once we are done with everything, like finalizing all the wiring, I actually neatened up the wiring like very like neatly. So we're just installing the last panel. I'm going to install the last interior lights, and then I'll show you guys exactly what I just meant with this whole explanation. So let me explain to you guys real quick. So you guys can currently see we have the lights or the LEDs installed. We have two strips this side, and we have the other two this side. So technically what's happening at the current time, so as you can see right here, if I close the door, oh shit, there's a bucket actually there. Yep. So once I actually close the door, lights go off, and that's exactly what we wanted. But as soon as I open the door, it goes on. As well as the interior light, if I close the door, interior light goes off as well. So this works with the door alone. So I can actually put off the interior light, this will actually still stay on. See there, if I close the door, it works with the passenger side door and the other doors as well, like the rear door. Oh, doesn't actually work with the rear door, don't know why. It actually did before. So yeah, there you can see it actually did some, well, it did actually did something there. So what we did besides that, so technically this actually only works with the doors. So what we also did, we installed a switch, which is technically right here. You can see switch is right there. So if I flip the switch up, lights will go on. Super amazing. And the unit for Teegan to actually switch here, it's right here. So the sensor that picks up the remote is right here. So nobody will actually ever know, obviously, except the people watching the video, that the sensor is right there for the remote. So even if Teegan's standing outside of the car, from the driver's side, you will still be able to access or like have like a signal towards that sensor ID that picks up the remote, and you'll be completely sorted. I'm actually extremely happy with that. You can see, flip off the switch, off is the lights, close it up, open the door, there we go. And if you do get tired of it, you can literally just switch it off. Teegan, where's the remote? So I can actually just show them, we can actually just switch it off. Do you have the remote bill? You're always like very late to be so busy here. Just switch it off there, Teegan. You see, so now it doesn't work with the door anymore. Open the door, I can put on the switch right here, nothing. And that's actually the best part about it all, like you can literally have the functionality of it or not. Either way. So Teegan, you can put it on again, because I'm sure you're gonna want to drive with it on tonight.
Of course.
Perfect. Wat heb je aangegaan nu? You're perfect. This goes on.
No, I didn't place it correctly.
Is it? Okay, now, so now it's working perfectly fine. See, there it goes off and on. I'm sure you're getting tired of this, but this is actually quite amazing. Like, I actually love this.
Also great.
It's look. Sheesh. Like, it has a lot of colors. Put it on the voice thingy, man. On the voice thingy.
On the voice thingy. Waar. Als hij.
Perfect. Perfect. Go.
Man.
Oh, that's perfect.
I'm gonna sleep in my car tonight, guys.
Just for the lights.
Just for the light.
It's daylight though. Perfect.
Zien ze.
It's actually a very, very nice investment, to be honest.
Red latte.
Choo, there's a lot of colors.
Wait.
Yeah, it's like literally like a lot of colors. Blue latte.
Nah, for a grand white, man.
The white is obviously the killer, yeah. Like I always drive on with the white. Like I always leave mine on the white. So whenever I'm using it, it's always on the white. But I think we was quite clever with the toggle switching, you know.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, nice. So we can now skyve. Can skyve.
White and purple.
We were like tripping on this thing for a few hours, but we finally got it sorted. So, well, I hope we actually got it sorted for a few of you guys out there. This will be the end of today's video. If you guys are enjoying it, don't forget to smash that like button. I hope this gave you guys some insight on how to install your LEDs. And well, it's a video of putting part that Logan had to remove the suspension, but it's for a good cause. We will be coming back, he will be coming back with a bang. And Teegan's car definitely went through a hell of a transformation today with literally the slightest mods, which are literally just some LEDs. So head over to Mr. Lee's Automotive Hub to get yourself some LEDs or car accessories for your vehicle. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.